Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do another reading. Another reading for someone out there. I'm a Pisces. I feel a natural inclination to do readings for Pisces, other Pisces like myself. But I'm gonna do a reading today for the Aries out there. If there's any Aries out there, this one's for you. This one's for you. Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. Ooh. And we're flipping already with the Lovers card. Can you guys see that? I hope it's not glared out. The Lovers. There's love in the air. There's love in the air for Aries right now. I don't know why. I don't know how. You know, I don't know too many Aries, but I've been told they are really good lovers. Not sure if that applies here or not, but what I feel like this card is bringing in, I feel like, you know, there's someone special in your life right now, and you're really enjoying their energy, their presence in your life right now, and that's beautiful. I love that for you. Let's see what else we can get on this message. We got another jumper. It's the Five of Wands, but it came out reversed. That's always a good sign. The one thing I always say about this card is that it's the Five of Wands. There is active conflict in this card, right? In this energy. That tells me, you know, if it were upright, it would tell me that, you know, there are people that around you that you may have to defend yourself around. And since the Lovers card came out first, what I feel like this is telling me is that you're not focused on any conflict or any battle. You're not trying to fight people, because we know Aries, right? You guys are the sign of people that are willing to go to battle. If any sign is, right? Aries is literally the god of war, I believe. So this card coming out in reverse tells me you're putting the wands down. You're not looking for conflict. You're looking for love. Keep that up. And at the bottom of the deck, I got a King of Swords. So look at that man. He's a strong, determined, emotionally balanced. I wouldn't say emotionally balanced, but he doesn't let emotions dictate his actions. And gotta love it. Okay, we have another card coming out, and it's the Fool, and it actually came out sideways. And right here I can tell it's pointing, is that to the left or is it to the right? It's pointing to the right. So that tells me that you're starting a new journey, but maybe things are, you know, a little bit like in the in-between area right now for you. And but you're because it's pointed right, that tells me that you're forward focused, right? You're looking to the future, and you're basically awaiting, you know, this new journey's arrival. And the only thing I would say about that is don't wait, right? Don't wait. Just go out there and grab it. You are going to be the ultimate author of your life. I'm going to pull up. I was going to say I'm going to pull two more cards, and I did. But the first one that flipped on top of the deck was the Empress. Is this your special person? I mean, and it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, right? We all have feminine and masculine energy. But I feel like what this is telling me is that there's abundance around you right now. You're in your own power, or they are in their own power. And with the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck and the Empress, you know, it's looking good. So I had another cup come out. or I'm sorry, another card come out, and it was the Six of Cups, but it's in reversed. It's in reversed. So this card coming out in reverse is kind of telling me you're not looking at the past. You're kind of looking forwards, right? Towards, you're not looking for nostalgia. You're looking to create with the Empress coming out, right? The Empress is all about creation, abundant creation. So with those two cards coming out, I think that's the meaning. And I'm gonna pull a final card. This isn't gonna be a long one. I figured I'm gonna do short readings for the meantime, and then, you know, as I progress, we'll get more in depth with the meanings. But let's get one final card. And again, this is Rise and Shine, guys. Don't forget, like, subscribe. I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, harp you guys for not subscribing, but you should know that it's very much appreciated, and it helps support this channel so that I can do more greater things in the future. All right, so the last card I got was the Six of Pentacles. Or I should say the last card you guys got. The Six of Pentacles. This was the last card for the last reading I got. So for me, this is giving, you know, reciprocating energy, right? Giving back. You're probably in a place where you are able to give, and I would just say, you know, of course you want to protect yourself, protect your stability, your, you know, your financial position, but it's important to give back, guys. It's important to, you know, try to support others when you are in the position to do so. It's what helps the world, you know, go around. You know, don't just be someone who is, you know, like selfish and wants to keep, you know, mind your business. I saw a video recently with these, which I'm a fan of these guys. They go around and they audit, you know, the First Amendment rights to record in public. And I love that, because I want, you know, if there are rules that are there to protect us, I want those rules to be enforced and, you know, protected. So, you know, those guys are doing a great thing. But something he said in the video was, you know, someone was coming up to him and they were asking, why are you recording in public? We don't want our videos taken. We don't want our pictures taken. And he refused to give them information about why he was doing it. He kind of was even like kind of egging them on, not really egging them on, but kind of like, go ahead and try me, call the police, because he knows he's within his rights. But things escalated, and after it escalated, he said, you see what happens when people don't mind their business, right? People should just mind their business. If you see something going on, you see people doing something, just mind your business. Just go about your business. Don't ask questions. And I mean, there's a multitude of things that I don't agree with what he says. Even though I'm a fan, I support them. I support what they're doing, but you know, no one's perfect. I'm not someone who's, you know, just because I support them, I'm gonna agree with every move that they make. And that was one of those things that I didn't agree with. I don't think that we as people, as a community, as a society, should just mind our business. I think it's part of our responsibility to, you know, upkeep our society, upkeep our, you know, the balance and the, what's the word I'm looking for? The harmony within our communities. And sometimes that means having a conversation 50 times. That was his problem, was that he just felt like he didn't have the time to explain to every single person what he was doing. Well, if you're doing something that makes people feel uncomfortable, the least you can do is try to explain to them why you're doing it. So anyway, sorry, went off on a tangent, but I just wanted to kind of give some light on what I think this card means right now for you. And, you know, I think you're in an abundant period of your life, and, you know, give back. This is my form of giving back, right? You don't always have to give back out of your pocket. Sometimes just giving energy back. Sometimes just giving a little bit of sense back. Common sense, I mean. But, you know, just be in the energy of giving, right? Or not, you know, not to the point where it's hurting or harming you, but, you know, let's help each other out in this world, in this lifetime. You know, let's be neighbors. You know what I mean? So with that one, I'm gonna close. The sun is setting, and that's my cue. I'm clocking out. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Again, it's Rise and Shine, and please, if you don't mind liking the video and subscribing, you know, I really plan on doing some big things, but I gotta, you know, I just need to see where things are gonna shape out, you know, in regards to what this channel becomes. But every piece of feedback and, you know, anything you can do to, you know, support this channel is greatly appreciated. So again, see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.